Hey there, I'm Kathy with the Traveling Homesteader and Gyra's Goat Farm, and today I'm going out for a little bit of a out and about wander. Sometimes we need those just to go check things out. And I happen to be out taking care of some other business at the DMV, and I stopped at this store that's closing. And believe it or not, it's one of the major stores that's closing that we know across America, Bed Bath & Beyond. And so, as we know with the economy and everything, things are kind of sideways, upside down, roundabout. And so, I think we're all trying to find a means of saving money or stocking up or, kind of finding a way to make our life go better or easier and less. At least most people are. And, well, I decided I'm going to go tooling around in here to kind of show you what they have on sale and for what prices. So let's kind of go check it out. So as you can see, there's a whole host of different things starting out on this side of the store for sale. And most of them seem to be up to 40% off. Now, you can see, like in this case, this Tupperware-like set was originally almost $50 and now is almost $30, not quite $30, which seems to be a decent deduction, but you can see that there's still a fair amount left that people aren't necessarily grabbing that item. But we'll see how things kind of pan out. So as you can see so far, there's kind of a variety of things that they have on sale. But as you get through the store, they are clearly getting rid of their product. Now, part of the reason why I'm bringing all this up is because as I kind of got thinking on things, I'm finding that what do I actually need? Do I actually need an extra pet bed? Do I need, extra silverware? If I do, can I get it is this the best price I can get? Even though the store's closing, what is the best price that I can get for something that I might need? And so that's why, in looking around at some of these different places, you can also find, whether they're closing or not, finding good products for the best price. And when we see things like 40% off, that's nothing to sneeze at, especially when something's like over $100 or more. But we can also make up things on our own by gathering out and about, finding the best prices in multiple places. So like, I'm trying to think of putting together, and I'll probably show you guys something of it, something of a toolbox that I can put in my vehicles. And like here, they happen to have some bags that I'm looking at saying, would that work? And these are some of the bags that I got looking at saying, okay, would these be appropriate? They're pretty, but would they be appropriate to hold tools? And I thought, you know, it's kind of a hard plastic. These are fasteners that I've found not been too, it's just a cheapo plastic, you know. And so I find that maybe that's not the best thing for $18 or $17.99. And as I moved down here, I saw these totes too. But again, yes, it's Nautica. Nautica's fabulous. But again, it's the cheapo plastic. And I'm saying, you know, in this case, for this 40% off, $39.99, I don't know that that's what I'm looking for, if that's the best thing for even 40% off, $40. So sometimes, despite good sounding stores or name brand stores like Bed Bath & Beyond closing, sometimes their deals aren't necessarily the best deals for what we want. Now, I personally like to look for things that are highest quality for lowest price. And like with these bags, they could probably be fabulous for going to a day out to the beach, or, you know, doing something with the kids, you know, or even just having some blankets or something light in them. But for the purposes that I'm looking for, they don't seem to be working. So that's why you gotta sometimes be persistent to find what you need. And that's why over the years, I've found myself having an idea, like my little toolbox kit for each of my vehicles. And if I have an idea about what I want and the quality I want, I'll start looking for it. And it may take me, you know, weeks, months, long time to find what I want. But then when I find it, I say, aha, that's it. And so that's why I don't mind looking around, and I find I don't necessarily need it right now. So when we look at things, sometimes having that idea and looking for it helps us save a lot more money. The other thing about stores closing, whether it's Bed Bath & Beyond or any other store that has shelving units, is that this could be a good opportunity for you, if you're wanting to start up your own business, to buy shelving units or display units for your product, whether it's, you know, it could be soaps, it could be towels, it could be quilts, or whatever that you might make and sell. You could essentially start up your own storefront in your home and have displays like this, or like the silverware, or, you know, shelving units that you can display your product in and have your own store for your product. My sister-in-law's sister started a makeup line, and she has jars of different things, facial creams, makeup, other various makeups. And something like this, I think, could be a great display case for her to go, you know, having her product out for sale. Or even if she's going to sell it online, she could use this for display for, you know, any picture she takes for online display. So that's something else to consider, is kind of looking at stores closing and their units, because oftentimes places like Bed Bath & Beyond that are closing will sell, you know, these sorts of things to kind of help settle up the score. So that's something else to kind of look at too right now, is that while things may not be too stable financially in the whole rest of the world, you can make your own stability by considering starting up a business. Like now I'm back over here in a spot where they have curtains and shower, like drapes for windows, curtains for windows, the shower, like bathroom areas. And like there's even this handy dandy little mirror and table set that's kind of cute. But again, I'm looking around here. I was hoping personally to find something that I wanted. And then as I got walking around, I said, okay, want versus need. And so sometimes we got to look at that. And I know, having lived in China for a little while, I ended up realizing when I came back to America, there's such first world problems here. And oftentimes I find myself doing the whole, do I want that or do I need that? Because I saw so many people in China, and I know China can be a somewhat contentious point, but all the same, there are people there that love their families, work hard, and they want to do right by their people. And that's what I can respect. And all the same, there are people there that are truly poor and really are living on, $1 or $2 a day and are struggling. And they're the similar people here in America that are homeless. But we kind of don't really see it all in that same way. So that's all I'm saying, is that, sometimes we can get by with things that we have or that are less or stuff like that. So that's why when I came here and I said, I really like that candle, but do I want to pay, $18 for a candle on sale when I can go down to, say, Goodwill and get one for $2 or $3? Similar idea. So that's something else to consider too now, is how to save money on things that we want versus need. So now that we've gotten a chance to go poking around a store and seeing kind of what they have for sale, I hope this helps you kind of sort through your own things and see that, you can get things, good things, new things, like at this store, for reduced prices, or you can go and pay astronomically high prices for the same thing. Or you can even find the same items or similar for less at places like Goodwill or St. Vincent's, or even on sale at stores that are closing, like this one. And as we can see, this store had a whole host of everything. They have, first aid kits, they have containers, they have towels, they have candles, all sorts of things that you can purchase there. Kitchen items, bathroom items, bedroom items, things for your pets, things for your kids. And those are all things that sometimes we need. And so I'm not saying don't go and get the things that you need, but maybe go shopping for them or shop around. And that way, that'll help you save money, because I don't know about you, but with all the things going on with the banks and everything prices going higher, for me, I feel the need to kind of keep my money a little closer. And so I'm kind of preparing myself financially to buy the things I need, but at a lesser price. Or like today, like I said before, I went in to go find something that I maybe wanted, and I came out not buying anything because I realized I didn't need anything. I didn't really need a candle, and I didn't really need a pet bed. Although I just had done some cleaning and got rid of one bed, literally one twin bed, because the dogs peed and pooped on it because they got sick. And so I'm like, okay, that's gone. It's tossed. And now I'd like to replace that with either a dog bed or another mattress, but I don't have the money to go and pay, for a full mattress, or in the case of here at Bed Bath & Beyond, the dog bed I saw, which wasn't all that fabulous, it was $40. And I'm like, I could afford to put $40 someplace else right now. So that's all I'm saying, is that try to think of what you are actually in need of, what you can actually make, what you can do without, and maybe go and stock up on the things that you think are really important. Like, I'm also looking into maybe stocking up on motor oil for my vehicles, so I can add oil or replace the oil as needed. Maybe even Costco right now has a sale on windshield wipers. I want to say they're about the $6 to $8 range for a single windshield wiper. So for $12 to $14, you can get a new set of windshield wipers for your vehicle. And to me, that's a good deal. I might even stock up on a couple for my Jeep and my Ford, my pickup truck. So that way, I have a couple extra and at a reasonable price. So you can go and find all sorts of good things. And I was in my local Safeway this last week, and they ended up having Tina's burritos for 7 cents a piece. They had a limit of 12, but at 12, I was able to get 12 burritos for less than $1. I want to say it was like 84 cents. And I can use, a burrito with salad for lunch, or, a burrito with chips and salsa for dinner. So for like way less than $1, I could have a meal, And so that's something to kind of consider too, is think about how your finances affect the rest of your life and what you can actually have, and even treat yourself to something fun. So like I used to do game nights with friends, and in that game night we'd bring different food to a person's house. And so we'd actually have a little bit of fun kind of taste testing, and we'd have a theme for the night. So like it could be, Mexican night. And so we'd go with any food that was Mexican. Or we'd have Asian themed night, that we'd have any Asian themed foods. And then we'd kind of get together and have either a movie night or a game night, and just kind of go from there. And that was actually kind of fun, because we'd also end up making something together of food, so that we learned how to make something of that on that theme. So like one night we learned how to make tamales. Another night we learned how to make somebody's fried rice recipe, which is kind of nice. So these are all different ideas that you can still have fun, still do things, but then maybe kind of do it on a budget and just be creative. And I saw a TikTok recently where this guy, he had some kids that asked, his kids had asked if they could do an escape room. And he said, sure, let's do an escape room. So he put them in a room with what I call an old school dial, self-dial phone that was a plug-in phone, and something else that was a bit old school. And he wrote the directions in cursive. And it said he hadn't seen them in 18 hours. And so I thought, that could be fun to do at like an escape room of sorts with your friends. And you can make one up that could be kind of interesting. So with that in mind, I hope you've gotten some ideas on how to kind of have some fun, but also kind of save some money along the way, and just get creative and, get prepared. So I hope you have a good one, and thanks again for stopping by the Traveling Homesteader. If you haven't already, sign up down below and hit the subscribe button, and just comment on how maybe you've been frugal or save money, because I'd be interested to hear what you have been doing too. So come back and see what else we have to offer the next time around, and have a good one.